Imagine the quiet night slowly unfolding. Outside, the stars cast gentle glimmers on your window, and within, your mind buzzes with a medley of thoughts that just refuse to quiet down. This is your mind in moments of cognitive hyperactivity, when racing thoughts wrestle with the calm of sleep. Tonight, as you step through these scenes, you will journey through the intricate landscape of your own mind, discovering why these racing thoughts delay sleep, and exploring practical ways to gently guide your thoughts towards rest. Let's begin by exploring what cognitive hyperactivity means on a peaceful yet restless night. Our minds are remarkable organs, full of energy and creativity, which in daylight hours empower us to learn, work, and play. But at night, that ceaseless energy can become an uninvited guest. Imagine your prefrontal cortex, the area behind your eyes responsible for thinking, planning, and decision-making, as a passionate storyteller. During the day, this storyteller spins tales that help you navigate the busy events of your life. But once the lights dim and the world quiets down, the storyteller sometimes continues unconstrained, recalling worries, plans, and even unrealized dreams. This cascade of thoughts is what we refer to as racing thoughts. Deep within your brain sits the prefrontal cortex, pulsating with activity, even when your body craves rest. While sleep onset requires a gentle downshifting of mental gears, the unrelenting tempo of your thoughts, like an orchestra playing at full volume, disrupts this peaceful transition. It's as if your mind is running a marathon, and sleep is the finish line that remains perpetually out of reach. Our nightly quest to quiet the mind can feel akin to trying to silence a bustling city street with a whisper. So how does one achieve this mental downshifting? The key lies in understanding that sleep is not merely a state of unconscious rest. It's a delicate dance of neurological processes that require a gradual easing into calmness. Think of it like preparing for a long, reassuring journey. Before setting off, you slow your pace, soften your steps, and allow your surroundings to merge into harmony. This is what happens in your mind when you transition from wakefulness to sleep. Your thoughts need to quiet down, enter a slower rhythm, and invite relaxation. When they refuse to slow, sleep becomes a distant companion. Let's create a mental picture. Imagine sitting at the top of a softly sloping hill at sunset. The bright energy of the day is coming to an end. Instead of racing down the hill uncontrollably, you begin your descent gently, step by calming step. In contrast, if the slope were steep and you rush down without preparation, you might be jolted and thrown off balance. The same principle applies to your mind. If your thoughts continue to race at full speed, the transition into sleep turns into a struggle rather than a natural descent. You might ask, what triggers this mental race during evening hours? Several factors contribute. The busyness of the day can pile up like an overfilled bookshelf in the corners of your mind. Every unresolved worry, every plan for tomorrow, and every fleeting second of excitement or potential danger can ignite a spark. In the quiet darkness, these sparks catch and quickly transform into a relentless blaze of thoughts. When your brain is alert and active, it becomes nearly impossible for your internal thermostat to hit that sleep mode setting. The incredible, yet sometimes overwhelming complexity of our brains means that every cell is working in harmony until it isn't. Your neurons, with their tiny yet powerful electrical impulses, continue transmitting signals long after you've laid down. They carry the remnants of your REM sleep dreams, sensory experiences, and memories that we're still processing. Without a period of introspection and deliberate unwinding, all these signals merge into a booming, continuous chatter that disturbs the delicate prelude to sleep. Consider the simple act of breathing, something you do effortlessly every moment of your life. Yet when harnessed as a tool for relaxation, it becomes incredibly powerful. Rhythmic, deep breathing acts as a signal to your brain that it is time to slow down. Picture the steady rise and fall of your chest as gentle waves returning to the shore. Each breath is a reminder that you no longer need to hold on to the day's bustling events. Focusing on your breath is one of the most effective ways to quiet the racing thoughts in your mind. When you breathe deeply and slowly, your body initiates a cascade of relaxation responses. The heart rate decelerates, your muscles begin to release held tension, and the body's overall energy begins its natural transformation. This sensory experience, filled with gentle sensations, becomes a stepping stone to dousing the mental fire that ignites the racing thoughts. It's as if by focusing on these physical cues, the softness of your exhale, the slight pause between each breath, you invite a whisper of serenity into your inner landscape. Imagine a moment of stillness where you consciously invite your thoughts to settle. You might visualize a large turbulent ocean gradually becoming calm as a cool breeze spreads across it. In that same manner, consciously slowing down, inviting deep breaths, and treading gently through your thoughts are all actions that lower the wall of cognitive hyperactivity. It is an intentional act of self-care, a respectful acknowledgement that your mind can run a marathon when active, but also that it understands the need to wind down, relax, and eventually surrender to sleep. In the moments just before sleep, every thought can seem hyper-vivid, each one a tiny spark that lights up a different corner of your conscious mind. These mental loops often manifest as patterns, a twirling memory of an argument, an unrealized dream, or an idea that feels unfinished. They loop relentlessly, almost as if your brain is trying to solve multiple puzzles at once. However, the process of sleep initiation depends on these loops, slowing into gentle, unhurried cycles until they merge into a quiet, expansive background hum. Think of it as a gentle lullaby, sung softly by your scattered thoughts, gradually easing the rhythm and preparing you for a night of restorative rest. At this juncture, you discover that slowing down your thoughts is less about emptying your mind entirely and more about softening their intensity. In fact, the mind is naturally curious, and it may attempt to assemble fragments from the day into a final medley of sorts before sleep. The aim, however, is not to edit or suppress these thoughts forcibly, but to gently allow them to settle down into a quieter state. Imagine your mind as a bustling town square in daylight that gradually empties into a serene nocturnal village where conversations are hushed and every sound takes on the softness of a whisper. Establishing a calming nighttime ritual can have profound effects on your mental state. Begin with a series of steps designed to signal that it's time to sleep. Start with dimming the lights, eliminating distractions, and perhaps playing soothing music. Let these sensory changes be cues to your brain. It is time now to transition. As soon as these cues register, your prefrontal cortex may gradually switch from high alert to a more meditative state. Rather than combating the racing thoughts with impatience or frustration, observe them softly as they drift by, like clouds in the night sky. Each of these small acts serves as a gentle reminder that every thought has its place in time, and that night is reserved for rest. As you sip your tea, larger thoughts become more tolerable, and the harsh glare of a bright screen fades into a quiet glow. The simple practice of telling your mind, "Now is the time to relax," helps in appraising the need to switch from mental agility to mental ease. Let's now delve deeper into the technique of thought slowing, a powerful self-help strategy that can reshape your nightly routine. First, acknowledge that racing thoughts are not enemies to be vanquished immediately. Instead, think of them as guests who have overstayed their welcome. Politely invite them to take a back seat, assuring yourself that there is time enough in the morning to attend to them. Assigning them this secondary role can empower you to reclaim the calmness of the present moment. Visualize a scenario where your thoughts are like pages in a book. Each page is filled with bright images and intense narratives, captivating your full attention. Instead of flipping through the pages incessantly, deliberately slow down and focus on one single page at a time. Absorb its details with mindfulness and then gently let it go before turning to the next. This simple act of parsing through your internal narrative, page by page, helps your brain transition into a quieter mode, one in which dreams can safely encroach upon your consciousness. In practice, try this simple exercise before bed. Take a comfortable seat or lie down, and breathe slowly, deeply, and rhythmically. Rest your focus on a calming visual in your mind, a serene lake, a quiet forest, or even the intricate patterns of a stained glass window. As your breath flows in and out, imagine that you are inhaling peace and exhaling any residual tensions or lingering thoughts. Like watching ripples slowly dissipate on the surface of water, each exhale takes away some of the restless energy that has accumulated throughout the day. As you allow these techniques to work over time, you begin to notice a shift. The relentless hum of your thoughts will gradually lower its volume, letting the background music of your heartbeat and breath become the main performance. This transformation is not instantaneous, it's a gradual evolution. Think of it as learning a gentle art, one that requires patience, kindness, and consistency. The moment you realize that the silence between your thoughts can be as profound and beautiful as the thoughts themselves, you will have discovered the secret to unlocking a peaceful sleep In our busy world, the mind is often conditioned to be in a state of constant readiness, actively processing, planning, and even worrying about the future. This heightened state of awareness, while useful during periods of activity, becomes counterproductive when it insists on persisting well into the night. The brain, much like an overclocked engine, continues to run at high speed when it should be cooling down. This is when the practice of gentle self-guidance becomes invaluable. Set aside a distinct period each evening to invite mindfulness into your routine. Acknowledge the racing thoughts when they come, and then, with a compassionate smile, allow them to pass like autumn leaves, drifting away. It's important to understand that your struggles with sleep do not define you. They are simply signals that guide you towards optimizing your worth of rest. Recognize that the overzealous activity of your brain in the pre-sleep hours is only a part of you, a dynamic and vibrant part that sometimes needs gentle reining in. Sleep isn't an elusive state that you need to chase. It is a natural consequence of honest acknowledgement and fostering a gentle transition within yourself. Let your mind be both an amazing storyteller and a gracious host. Before you lay down, consider writing a short note to yourself. This note acts as a promise that every outstanding thought and worry will be revisited at a more appropriate time. Such a practice can be remarkably liberating. By externalizing your lingering thoughts onto paper, you create a mental space reserved solely for the creativity and energy that fuels your day. At night, with that list safely stored away, your mind will be free to sing a softer tune, a lullaby composed of deep breaths, tender silence, and the soft cadence of dreams waiting to emerge. Throughout this journey, remember that your body and mind are partners in this nightly ritual. Your body follows the cues that your mind sends it, the stillness, the quiet breath, the low hum of your heartbeat. Each signal is a thread connecting you deeper into a state of calm understanding. Over time, you may notice that your body begins to respond more automatically to the cues of peace and relaxation. Before you know it, the act of shutting off that constant barrage of racing thoughts becomes almost natural. It's not a battle, but rather a letting go, akin to releasing a handful of stars into the vast night sky. As you reflect on these insights, picture your mind as a vast, intricate tapestry, a rich network of thoughts, feelings, and memories. During the day, this tapestry is alive with vivid patterns and electric colors. As night approaches, however, the tapestry gently shifts into softer hues, allowing for a more subtle and unfettered beauty to appear. The process of mental downshifting is an invitation to transform the daytime vibrancy into a nighttime serenity. You learn to accept the gentle ebb and flow, trusting in the natural rhythm of life, where each day's end signals a fresh opportunity to rest, refresh, and awaken anew. By embracing these practices, you empower yourself to become gently resilient. You learn to welcome the notes of cognitive hyperactivity with understanding rather than resistance, knowing that these notes, when allowed to settle, compose a lullaby that soothes more than it disrupts. Each slow breath and every mindful pause builds a bridge from the active chatter of the day to the deep, rejuvenating silence of sleep. In the end, racing thoughts aren't an enemy to be vanquished, but a natural aspect of our human experience. They remind you that you are capable of vivid creativity, passionate problem-solving, and intense emotion. Your challenge, and indeed your opportunity, is to harness that energy at the right time and in the right way, so that when the hours draw close to sleep, you may allow your mind to rest as gracefully as it wove its stories throughout the day. As the night deepens further, the silence becomes your ally, nudging you towards the soft embrace of slumber. Your journey towards a peaceful night's sleep is not marked by hurried battles against your thoughts, but rather by a gentle invitation to let them be. With each mindful breath and every slow exhale, you're gradually rewiring the pathways in your mind, from racing loops into calming rhythms. And while cognitive hyperactivity may still occasionally make an appearance, you now possess the skills to ease it into a lullaby, a quiet murmur in the background as you drift off. In this quiet moment, you recognize the beauty of letting go. The prefrontal cortex, that ever-active storyteller, finally finds the space to whisper softly, allowing dreams to take over the narrative of your mind. Each night, with practice and gentle persistence, you build a sanctuary within, where racing thoughts are welcomed, understood, and gently guided into the tender arms of sleep. Now, as you prepare for sleep, remember this: your journey is personal, and every step you take towards slowing your racing thoughts is a step towards deeper, more restorative sleep. Let your mind bloom with calmness, your breath be your guide, and your night be filled with the soft, unhurried cadence of rest. Amidst the quiet, every thought will harmonize into a melody of tranquility, ushering you into a night where peace reigns, and sleep, like a loyal friend, arrives to cradle you into rest, a magnificent testament to the beauty of slowing down in a world that often moves too quickly. Take a deep breath in and let it go slowly. Feel the gentle pull of the embrace of sleep, confident that you have equipped yourself with the tools to calm the busy hum of your mind. As the night wears on, let each breath be a kind reminder that your thoughts, no matter how vivid, have their moment, and then give way to the soft serenity of sleep. Drift away, knowing that tomorrow promises a new sunrise, a fresh start, and a mind ready to weave its tales once more. But tonight, it is time to rest. With these calming techniques at your side, the journey from cognitive hyperactivity to peaceful sleep becomes an attainable art. A nightly ritual, a gentle descent into a world where thoughts transform into a lullaby, and every exhale carries away a bit more of the day's worries. May your nights be long and restful, your dreams be sweet, and your mind be ever capable of touching both the excitement of 1,000 ideas and the calm of a single soothing thought. Let this guide be your companion as you learn to transform racing thoughts into a serene cadence, welcoming restful sleep with open arms. Tonight, let your journey begin, one calm breath at a time.